Hey everybody, how you doing? And thanks for being here. I truly appreciate it. Hey, I've got a video today. This is basically kind of a response video to Stephen Schnee. Stephen Schnee, if any of you by now don't watch the Stephen Schnee channel, please get over there. Stephen with a PH and Schnee is S-C-H-N-E-E. S-C-H-N-E-E. Just search him on YouTube. His channel will pop up. The Stephen Schnee channel. Wonderful channel. He has many different little series and episodes that he does on his channel. But is it Power Pop? He does In the Think Tank with Spaz, which is a really cool episode he does. He does Comically Speaking, where he talks about comic books and stuff. Oh my God, I wish I had written everything down. He has so many episodes. He has Tales of the Albums on the Wall, where he talks about all the record albums that are hanging on his wall. He'll take each one and tell you why it's there and what's the significance and importance of it. He's got so many cool series. He has I'm a CD Junkie series where he talks about different artists and music that he loves, and he's a Beatles fan. I just love Stephen. So please check out the Stephen Schnee channel. But one of his episodes recently really inspired me, and so I told him, I said, Stephen, I may do a response to this because I never even thought to do something like this. And then when he did it, I said, I got to do something. He did a video recently about sheet music, where he showed various pieces of sheet music and talked about the importance of that piece of music or that particular song to him and how important it was. And I thought that was great. I thought it was fantastic because I have sheet music. I collect sheet music, and it will probably take me several episodes to do everything I want to do. But I'm not a completist. Like, I don't have everything by the Beatles, and I don't have, I'm probably somewhere in the middle to bottom of people that collect sheet music. But I have quite a bit, and I have quite a bit of old stuff, retro stuff, vintage stuff, and rare stuff. So I think I'm going to do a video showing some of this stuff. It might take one or two videos, but I thought for my first one showing sheet music, I would talk about the Beatles a little bit and show just a few of the Beatles kind of rare-ish books that I have and sheet music of theirs, and see what you think, okay? I don't know how many of you collect sheet music or have it, but it is kind of fun. And some of the stuff is a little beat up because a lot of my stuff is older. It's been around for several decades. But here we go. Let's see what you think. All right, the first piece I have is a book I got, wow, it's got to be close to 40 years ago. This is called the Beatles Singles Collection, 1962 to 1970. Okay, there's the front, there's the back. It shows all the songs. And basically, folks, it's all their singles. And I'm not sure if there's any significant pictures in here. Yeah, there's some pictures. As you flip through, you'll get, like, there's Love Me Do. It shows the label, and it gives you the sheet music. And real quick here, I'll show you a couple of quick pictures. If you flip through, there's not a lot, but you got a picture like that in the middle, which is fairly common. And that's one thing about some of these books, is that you do get some pretty cool pictures in them. And, of course, help with the piano. And one last one here is at the back, one of their last photo sessions. So anyway, a neat book. I got this around 1980 or so we're coming up on 40 years. But it's very unique, and I'm sure it's a book that'd be hard to find now. Okay, the next one I have is pretty beat up, but it's an original. It came out in 1984. It's John Lennon and Yoko Ono's Milk and Honey song folio book. There's the back, the song list. There's the front again. And again, with these books, you get the lyrics, you get all the sheet music. I don't think John's here has many pictures in it. No, there's no pictures. It's just basically the music and whatnot. But still a unique piece. I mean, how many of these are out there? Maybe a lot. I wouldn't think so. Mine's a little bit worn, as you can see, and beat up, but I'm just happy to have it. Milk and Honey. A Paul album that has grown on me over the years and I love so much now is McCartney 2. Here's the song folio for McCartney 2. This is an original from 1980. So again, another one coming up on 40 years. And again, with Paul's books, he always puts a a few little extra nuggets and pictures in his book, his song folio books. I'll see if I can find something rare, like something like that. You'll find in a book like this, which you wouldn't find in the album or in the CD. Let me see if you put any others in here. Paul usually does that. Paul is Buddy Holly from his Coming Up video. Paul is Beatle Paul in his Coming Up video. So it looks like you're getting a lot of images from that video at the end, from the Coming Up video. So it's kind of neat, you know, it's neat to have extra pictures. Paul always throws a few extras in his songbooks. So that's one of my favorites to have. This one is a real kind of prize for me because it goes back to 1973. I checked the date on it and everything, and it's definitely an original. It's George Harrison's Living in the Material World songbook. There's the back and the front again. It's kind of fragile, so I don't want to go too crazy with it. I'll just show you there's images in there. And it has all the lyrics to every song on the album first. That looks like all the lyrics are first, and then you get into the meat of the book. Oh, there's another nice image. As you get into the meat of the songbook, that's where the music starts. The actual notes and written sheet music. And as I flip through most of the book, it's just mostly the sheet music. But then what's nice about this one, and why I'm glad to have it, is right at the end, and I'm not going to ever take it out, we get this Paul, that beautiful image of George's symbol he loves so much. But you get a cool poster. See it? And that's of that yard picture. There's George. It's a big, big poster of that image from inside the album. So I'm really happy to have that. This one really means a lot to me. I don't think it's an original, but it's Imagine on sheet music. And it's just a classic song, a beautiful song. There's no extra images in it. It's just the song itself. But I'm just so happy to have it. Again, one of these days I got to get plastic and cardboard and all that good stuff for these. They kind of sit in one of my Beatle drawers here, and they're safe and sound, but I should eventually do it right, do it proper. Okay, this is one of my favorites to have because this is like one of Paul's rarer albums in the sense that it didn't sell as well as a lot of his others. It only made number 8 on the charts, but it happens to be my favorite Paul McCartney album of all time, and I found the songbook for it. Back to the Egg. Is that beautiful? Here's the back of it. This is an original from 1979, so it's definitely 40 years old. And you get song titles. And I love this because it has pictures of the band. And you can tell that's an image taken from the session that led to Paul's McCartney 2 cover. So all the Wings members received treatment the same way. They were all part of that photo session, apparently. But obviously the pit photos were never used for Back to the Egg, and Paul ended up using one of his images for McCartney 2 after Wings broke up. But there's a nice image of them playing the Spin It On video. And all the music, a nice picture there. I love this book. Paul really added a lot of extras to it. He added a lot of great pictures to this Back to the Egg book. Look at that great picture of Paul doing the Spin It On video with the other members. So I just want to take the time to show you this. I hope you don't mind, because this is one of my favorites. Great images. Look at that nice shot of Paul there playing bass, rocking out. Lawrence Juber. Steve Holley on drums, so I had the opportunity to meet both of those gentlemen at the Fest for Beatle Fans, along with Denny Lane. Nice image of Paul there from the Baby's Request video. Can you see that? Great stuff. I like how with each song, like Arrow Through Me, at the top of each song they put a little egg, different colored egg at the top. That's kind of neat. Back to the Egg. Man, what a great underrated album. How many of you love Back to the Egg as much as I do? Because I love it. I just think it's the bee's knees. I love it. I love it. You know, orchestra theme session. Nice pictures there. Orchestra theme, big spread. Going to be hard to see everything, but you get the idea. Beautiful. It just, if you can find something like this, folks, I would say grab it, because certainly the song folio books did not sell as much as the albums. So they're rarer, they're harder to find, and you can get so many extras with them, so many cool pictures and images that you're not going to get in the album or the CD. Now maybe we'll get some of this stuff when Paul releases his deluxe archive version of Back to the Egg. Paul, please, very soon. Thank you. But in the interim, folks, I just think these are nice collectible pieces, because, oh, nice Baby's Request spread there with all the band. I just think they're very, very collectible, very fun to have. And I'm almost done. I apologize, but I just feel Paul with his Bill Black bass, which he used in that video. Elvis Presley's old bass player, and Paul, I think Linda or somebody acquired it for him as a gift. And you see it in many of his videos and documentaries. Oh, and this is the cool part of the Back to the Egg. You get an image there, Back to the Egg, but then you get 4 postcards. You know, what you're going to do with them, I don't know, but you get 4 Back to the Egg postcards in the back there. So that's kind of neat. Again, a unique piece. And I'm happy to have it, because it's my favorite Paul album. All right, these are very cool. These are the only ones I have wrapped in plastic and on cardboard. But I thought you'd get a kick out of these. These are from Great Britain, and I acquired these, and I'm so pleased to have them. They're very rare pieces of original sheet music from England. This one's It Won't Be Long. I'll show everything nice and close for you. And it shows the price down here, 2/6. What is that, 2 pence? 6 something, 2 quid, I don't know. Come on, you guys, my friends from the UK, help me there. 2/6. What does that mean? All right, and over here it says Northern Songs, and I'm not, unfortunately they're sealed, folks, so I'm not going to take them out. But original piece of sheet music from the UK. This one I really love, Roll Over Beethoven. It's got an image of Beethoven on the top there. Words of Music by Chuck Berry. Recorded by the Beatles. Parlophone LP with the Beatles. Nice, huh? Original. And my last one is probably one of my favorites, because I love the image on it and everything, but it's I'll Get You. Recorded by the Beatles on Parlophone. Northern Songs. 2/6, again, whatever that means. I'll Get You, written by John Lennon and Paul McCartney. Nice image there. Okay, so these are my really, really, really special ones. Okay, I love the other things I showed you today, but these 3 are just really cool for me to have. Happy to have them. I don't have every one. As they come my way, if I see more, I'll probably pick them up. But in the interim, I'm just happy to have these 3. I'm not one of these that has to have everything, as you know. So anyway, folks, that's it. I just want to say thank you so much for being here. Thank you for checking out my video. I appreciate all your comments, all your kindness to me. It means a lot. And I try to do my best to reach out to you in my comments. I know I miss here and there, but you know, I get so many comments sometimes that it's hard keeping up with it at times, but I do my best. I always try, and I'll always try to send you a little note or a nice message if I can. So thank you very much, all of you. I appreciate it. So that's it. Take care, everybody. I'll be back soon again for another video. I've got some ideas, and thank you to Stephen Schnee for the inspiration for this video. I want to give him full credit. He showed sheet music, and I can't recommend enough, folks, to check out the Stephen Schnee channel. He does great stuff, and God bless you all. Thanks again. I really appreciate having you in my life, and it's been wonderful being here. I'm coming up on 3 years. Can you believe it? In the YouTube community here, the Beatles community especially. Wow, 3 years is coming up. I can't believe it. Thanks again, folks. All the best, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.